The double do.
It was too loud.
Man, let me tell you what, my spirits have been crushed, but the Buffalo Wild Wings $10.99 value meal at lunchtime really lifted my spirits today. And that is a 10-piece boneless chicken boneless chicken wing and fries and a drink, but I only asked for water with lemon because that's the type of guy I am. So $10.99 value meal at the Buffalo Wild Wings is cheaper than any other place that's going to serve you hot and ready food. And guess the time. You would think like B-dubs, okay, I wanted to go order, maybe 10, 15 minutes, right?
Okay.
No. 40 seconds.
Wait, are you serious? You ordered it and then she just came back out?
When I called you and she approached me.
I heard you talking to her.
She approached me with the food and I was like, that was like way too fast. I was going to call you in the middle.
Yeah.
And then get my food right after I hung up. She came to me at the front of the call and she's like, I know I told you about 7 to 9 minutes, but it's right now. And it had probably been a minute and a half.
That's awesome.
And they were hot. They were good. I got Parmesan garlic boneless wings, $10.99 value meal at lunchtime. And it lifted my spirits.
Yeah, I was telling you, I got just a cheeseburger and a little ice cream treat at McDonald's the other day, and it was $8. I could not believe it.
Or you could get the Buffalo Wild Wing $10.99 value meal at lunchtime.
Is it only that price at lunchtime?
I have no idea.
They're trying to bring people in?
That's what they said. We got a lunch deal at lunch.
Oh.
And I said, what's that? She's like, it'll be $11.07 out the door.
Yeah, that's...
$11.07 out the door. So it was actually probably a $10.29 value meal.
Yeah, but you do have to... Did you tip or you didn't bother?
Well, she said it's $11.07. And then I gave her a $1 tip.
Yeah, that's good. That's 10%.
$1 tip. And so it ended up being $12.07 because of the tip.
Yeah, that's the issue is you advertise like it'll be $11.07 out the door, but...
You don't have to tip.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, we got to change the tipping culture.
I'm just a nice guy. Well, actually, no. Well, actually, I think subconsciously that dang Buffalo Pig flying thing got me. In the ads, the Buffalo Wild Wings ads,
yeah,
I think it got me because while I was sitting there eating Buffalo Wild Wings, I was like, what about that bison with the goddamn wings?
Yep.
And I was like, I've been seeing him a lot during the March Madness ads.
He got to you?
He got me. Good. By the way, this is pretty good. This is the Danielle Chafee Poppy Soda Cherry Limeade. And she offered me one yesterday, and I said no. And then I stole one from her. And
Prebiotic soda.
Soda's back. Sweet, but with an edge. Are we describing you or the soda in your hand?
That's what got Danielle when she read that. She was like, oh.
That's one secret we'll never tell. XOXO. Juicier than a tabloid with 5 grams of sugar, clean ingredients, and probiotics. That's not just gossip. It's the truth. Hashtag soda's back. Let's be friends. Drink Poppy.
Interesting.
Is that too much words?
Oh,
Is that too much words on can?
No, because when you like something, for me, if I like something, I love when there's words around it that I can read. So, like, I'm the kind of guy, when I get a product that I'm really excited about, I'll read every single word that came in the packaging, like all of it. I'll read the manual. I'll read all of the quick start guides. I'll read the thing that's like, we started in the backyard of my grandfather's shop in 1987, and like, I just will read. I just will consume.
Back when the N-word was wild and rampant. My grandfather. Hey, well, what I've heard is when you love something, you have to let it go. And
is that what we did with the N-word as a society?
No, I'm talking.
Is that what you're getting at?
Wait, maybe it is. Maybe it is. Wow, I'm sorry, I'm coiling you up here. Whoops, I'm sorry about that. I'm coiling myself up here.
How did you tie?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Rampant feet. They called me Jimmy Legs back in the day. Fleet of Flames, they called me. Fleet of Flames. Hey, but I've been I've been feeling very poetic today, and like I said, if you love something, you have to let it go. I was at the dentist for my loose tooth because apparently I'm going backwards in time, and my teeth just like to loosen. That's just a big thing in my life that I have to take care of now. And I went to the surgeon, and the surgeon's like, "We can't do anything in here." They put the crane around my face, and it went around, took its little ball around my face, and then I could see the inside of my face. I don't even know what you call that.
X-ray?
Yep, that's right.
Okay.
And then I went to the... and then I went to
It's the craziest way anyone's ever said they got X-rays.
That's how they did it.
Okay, carry on.
And then I went to the dentist, and I see my dentist a lot because of I think I'm a little naughty boy with sugar, and
You don't even eat that much.
I don't eat that much sugar, but when I do, it must just penetrate inside of my little soft baby teeth,
Yeah.
and I get a good amount of cavities. So this is why the Poppy Soda's Back is doing me a good service here with 5 grams of sugar total. So it's actually a good item. But I sat down in the dentist chair. My dentist comes over. She's like making jokes about me. She's like, "Oh, I see you every week. We're not supposed to see you until every 6 months." And I was like, "F you." And then I was sitting there in a trance because of my loose tooth. I hadn't eaten anything all day. I ate 2 eggs this morning. I ate like a couple eggs yesterday. I had the omelet yesterday. I managed to like get some pork in me, but you know, when a tooth is loose, nothing's the same anymore. It's like,
I know you've been down bad because of your loose tooth.
it's like, ladies and gentlemen out there, it's like a nightmare that you can't wake up from. That's what I was telling everybody. It's like I get those nightmares sometimes where your teeth get really loose.
I've had those.
And you wake up and you're like, "Oh, thank God."
Yeah.
But I woke up and it was still loose. And it's like a nightmare that I just can't wake up from. So I'm sitting in the chair and my dentist making jokes. I tell her F off. And then I start to fade off into like existence. And I say to her, "There is no end. So what's the point in stopping?" And all the hygienists and the dentists stop working. And they look at me and they're like, "What?" I was like, "There is no end, so what's the point in stopping?"
That's such a strange thing to tell your dentist when she's in the middle of trying to get your tooth fixed.
And the little 18-year-old hygienist is like, "What does that mean?" And then my seasoned dentist, she's in her 50s, she's like, "That is something."
She thinks you're autistic. She's
No.
like, "Oh, he's autistic."
She knows me.
When there is no end, why would we stop?
"Doctor, there is no end. So what's the point in stopping?
You sound
Why
like,
would we stop now?"
It sounds like Michael. Or what is his name?
Oh, from Prometheus?
There is no end.
Oh, Connor?
So why would we bother
Why
stopping?
does my heart hurt at this moment? It will hurt for eternity and beyond.
But eternity is just a joke because there is no end. So why would we stop?
Yeah, so I told that, Ray, the sister, the small one,
Mm-hmm.
I was telling her that, and she's like this kind of philosophy type. I don't know. She's, she thinks she's all that hot stuff, You know what I mean.
Yeah.
She thinks she's hot stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And so I told her that just now, and she was like, "That's actually extremely profound." So if you actually break it down, I think what happened was I was getting my teeth worked on, and I'm starting to see the light in my consciousness. Gus Strauss's consciousness fades out, and Big G Dubs, George motherfucking Washington, fades in.
You got consciousness transplant?
Consciousness
Crust time?
transplant, because I was in the chair and I didn't think of that. It just came out of my mouth. It was incredible. And so I think it was J-Dub coming back from the goddamn war, or wherever he's at, coming back from heaven. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
He's coming back from heaven, and he's like, I have to bestow my greatest neurological thought onto the modern world.
So
And
he spoke through you at your dentist
at my dentist.
because he had wonky teeth. So it makes sense for him to pick the dentist.
Well, I think that was the trigger,
Is the trauma that you guys share?
the trauma that we share.
Yeah.
And it was very strange. I was in the Barnes & Noble not too long ago, probably 2 days ago.
You saw George Washington?
And I was in the history section of the Barnes & Noble. I was looking at all the history books.
Yep.
And I had George Washington's autobiography in my hands.
Oh.
And I was saying to myself, I need to read this. Took a picture of it with my phone. Headed out. Because I can't be caught dead in that Barnes & Noble because it's getting taken over by the worst people in society. I can't even tell you the people in there. Just think of the strangest looking person and then put a rear end on it that looks like a you know the giant Giga Decepticon from Transformers that takes all of the giant heavy machinery and combines it into this giant sucking machine.
Yeah.
And he's like trying to suck up a Mark Wahlberg.
Uh-huh.
Put that in like a pair of jeans. And this is what we're dealing with. And
In jeans, man.
in jeans, yeah, you put the giant Giga Transformer inside a pair of jeans, and that's what this person's rear end looked like. I'm not trying to be mean. It's just I don't know what they're stuffing in. They're stuffing stuff in there, and I don't know what it is. Also, they were on the couple, I guess you could say, was on a first date. Let me paint the picture here. So it was giant. It was the Decepticon jeans, and just think of Big Bird,
Okay.
but shave everything except for the top 6 inches. So shave everything, and then there's a little yellow top, right? There's
Yeah.
a little yellow top, and that's real. It was yellow.
And that was the guy or the girl?
That was the guy.
Okay. And the girl was the Decepticon jeans?
Decepticon heavy machinery jeans,
Yeah.
and they were obviously on a first date, and they were kind of following me around. I think because they thought I was, kind of a nice guy or something. I'm not sure. They were following me around, and I was trying to get away from them because honestly, I'm just being completely honest. And you can't call me. I mean, you can call me mean, I guess, if I'm being honest. But I want to be honest here. They smelled terrible. And they kept somehow like getting in my vicinity. And I don't care if you don't believe in like deodorant or cologne or showers, but you probably need to stay out of the Barnes & Noble bookstore because that's a good smell. I like that smell in there. By the way, took a dump in there, and I thought of you while I was doing it.
Yeah, because every time I've ever been into a bookstore, I have to take a dump every time. And it's a real thing.
It was weird. It immediately came as soon as I stepped in the door. Anyway,
That happens to me every time I've ever been to the public library or the bookstore, and it also happens at Harbor Freight.
ooh, Harbor Freight's bad because they don't have bathrooms.
They do. They have a good bathroom.
Are you serious?
Yeah. You got to know where to
I've
find
just
it.
been in the corner every time.
Let me see. Have to poop. Bookstore.
Anyway, while you're looking this up, this couple is there, and Decepticon walks up to Big Bird and is like, "Hey, I know I might not be able to show it, but I'm having a really good time." And he's like, I'm really glad that you're telling me this because I'm not good at picking up on signals. Shall we carry on to the bookstore? Verbatim. Of course, I'd love that. And then they carry on. It was probably top 10. No. Top 5 AI conversations of 2024. It was so great. It was like a Tesla and a Prius C had a child. And it pooped out these two.
Speaking of poop, the Mariko Aoki phenomenon is a Japanese
Steve
expression. Yeah. is a Japanese expression referring to a sudden urge to defecate that is felt upon entering bookstores. The phenomenon is named after Mariko Aoki, a woman who described the effect in a magazine article published in 1985. According to Japanese social psychologist Shozo Shibuya, the specific causes that trigger a defecation urge in bookstores are not yet clearly understood as of 2014. There are also some who are skeptical about whether such a peculiar phenomenon really exists at all, and is sometimes discussed as one type of urban myth. But I'm not even kidding you. It happens to me every time, and it happens to me at the bookstore on Hillsborough Street. It happens to me at the public library. If I get around too many books and I have to start looking at options, it happens, and it happens at Harbor Freight every time. Almost every time I go to Harbor Freight, I am in the bathroom, and I usually avoid public defecation. Like I usually it's like every morning I'll go at home, I'll go at home. I got my bidet, got my whole setup, and I prefer that every time I go to Harbor Freight. I already got a good one out in the morning, and I get there and all of a sudden, boom, it's there in my gut ready to come out, and I'm like, are you serious?
Dude, I swear to God, it's like being in a bounce house compared to a water park. Yeah. How much fun the bidet is. No, I know it. The bookstore just now hit me. This last time was the first time that I had the Steve Aoki effect.
Yeah.
And I do, every time I'm at Harbor Freight, I have to pee so bad.
Okay.
Not necessarily poo.
Okay.
Not necessarily poo.
That's fair. They do have a bathroom back right corner.
That's why I like water parks so much, is because if you have to pee bad, you could just go. Mm-hmm. Anywhere, anytime.
Yeah, that's what I like about the water fountains. Like in a big building, they have water fountains.
Yeah.
And no one can hear you peeing because you just turn the water fountain on. It sounds like water. It sounds like water, and you're like, oh, there's so much of that water just sprayed out, got on the ground in my pants.
Call a plumber.
Yeah, I can't believe that water got all over my pants and down my leg.
Ew, that smells like asparagus.
That's so weird.
Call the janitor.
Change the filters in this thing.
Yeah, those are nice because they're everywhere.
Yeah,
especially at a gym or something, you really can't make it. You can just hop on, go for a ride.
Yeah.
It'll take you down the dang slip and slide. Let me tell you what.
Yeah, that's my 1 rep max water fountain lived.
1 rep max?
1 rep max. Because it's usually just one pee and then can't go again for a while. I have to wait a long time. Usually,
1 pee. It's like a high intensity type thing. It's like it's like one session of like 45 seconds.
Yeah.
And break.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 1 session of 45 seconds before you leave.
You're like, why are you so sweaty? Every machine you get off of is soaking wet. So I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. It's from the water fountain. Okay, that's all.
I'm a sweaty guy. I'm a sweaty guy.
I get the lower half sweats, so I don't know what to tell you other than that.
Oh my God, I love it when the gym people get the lower half sweats and they just have the beautiful toothpick of sweat down their cheeks. The crack sweat.
When they get up off the bench and there's just like a crack.
Yes.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's very poetic. I know I'm using poetic a lot right now, but it's so poetic. It's like, thou crack shall open and sweat out. And it does. And I can't believe, because I would have to do so much to get some crazy crack sweat going, like these dudes do. I can't believe that it's soiling their underwear and penetrating out of their shorts.
I walked into the gym today and I see this guy talking to another guy, and he's got his leg up on something, so his shorts are real tight, and he's like kind of probably in his 30s or 40s, and his where his crack is like a whole 3 or 4 shades darker than the rest of his rear end. And I just couldn't believe it.
The fade.
He had the fade, but he wasn't even he didn't look super sweaty. I was staring because I was pretty confused how he was sweating so much just in the crack only. And then I looked at his friend, and his friend was looking at me, and I was like, oh.
Hey, your buddy's got the low taper fade in there. I see it.
Your buddy. Sorry, I'm looking at your buddy's crack. I don't know what to tell you.
We gotta ask these people. That's the thing is we have to be honest with ourselves. We want to know. What are they eating? How much are they drinking? Why are they spraying out crack?
Why are they? They're actually spraying
'Cause-
sweat out of their crack.
Dude, if you wear a decent set of underwear,
Yeah.
the crack is not penetrating through.
No, it's
Unless I'm there for like 6 hours doing high intensity interval training, I'm not cracking out. I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I have gotten off a bench and I've seen the fade mark.
yeah. I have too.
But it's not. I don't think it's sweating. I think it's dew.
it's
It's like the
Dew.
It's the foggy dew.
it's the foggy dew. Yeah, that's what it is. It's not sweat. It's dew.
Well, you
The dew point's really high this morning,
Well,
so I'm not
you know.
sweating. It's dew.
well, your rear end, your canyon sits on a goddamn cold, just piece of leather. It's obviously gonna dew up. It's not. I'm not spraying down. What I'm saying is not direct contact spraying down water onto it.
It's just.
But it's
air condensing.
it's creating like this like moisture pocket that it's just more humid in there, and I mean obviously for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
I like that. I like the idea of getting rid of these guys' crack sweat, and I think once the businesses really take off, I think that's one of the business ventures is the anti-crack sweat movement.
Uh-huh.
I'm not even gonna make a product. It's just gonna be a movement.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, I'm like, probably not wear. If you're a 275-pound man, probably don't wear the extra small gray heather cotton shorts
Yeah. Uh-huh.
or joggers, whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe put on some, you put on some black.
Yeah.
Maybe some black.
Be fine. Yeah.
Let's not do white. Let's not do gray.
The gray, that's what it was.
Gray.
That's what it was today.
Yep.
It was like a light gray and then a dark gray streak.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I played basketball for 2 hours today. Sprained my pinky. Not 1 ounce of crack sweat escaped.
Yeah, I have the opposite problem where I get up off of the bench after like really putting in some serious work and the bench is pristinely dry.
See, that's in. Oh, you've got the reverse osmosis.
Yeah, so I think I'm actually absorbing any moisture that's on the bench and it's left completely clean and dry, and then I have to performatively wipe it off. Like I would eat off of it. Like I didn't get anything on it.
Wow.
And then I have to just sit there and wipe it off like it's all gross, but it's not gross.
So you're actually breathing in.
I'm absorbing previous.
Wow, you're just like the human sponge.
Yeah, I'm soaking it up. I do sweat in the
You're
sauna.
like Butt Boy, but a sponge.
If Butt Boy and SpongeBob were in the same universe.
It's a combo. And you're Dennis from the movie because you ride bikes, you know?
Yeah.
You remember Dennis?
Yeah.
With the giant boots?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like Dennis, Butt Boy, and SpongeBob thrown into one package.
Oh, I'll take it.
Born with unlimited muscle, unlimited endurance, 225 pounds of just lean, absolute beautiful muscle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm getting huge at the gym, and I'm having this issue where I'm feeling just massive. But I'm looking at my scale, and it's reading like 2 to 3 pounds less than when I started going to the gym. And I'm like, I don't get where the disconnect is because I know I'm massive. I've seen myself in the mirror.
It's gonna be so funny. Like anyone into fitness listening to this, there's no such thing in the world of normally, in the world of actually just planet Earth, where you don't have body dysmorphia. You have a reverse body dysmorphia, where you think you look like so unbelievably sick for going to the gym 3 days a week for like 4 weeks. You just think you're like, dang, I think I'm getting ready for a show. I think I'm going classic.
Well, I look amazing. I don't know how to
I mean,
explain
you do
it.
look amazing.
I look great. I have my physique is. I mean, I'm up there with the greats. Arnold, and
Hold on. Hold on.
Ronnie. We're kind of like, well,
Wait, but Ronnie and Arnold's physiques are very different. Arnold started the classic division.
mhm,
That's where Chris Bumstead is. That's where I forgot his name. Whatever his name is. That's like the ideal physique. The Ronnie is get as big as you can.
yeah, I'm more like Ronnie, I think, because I'd say I'm not really doing it for.
370 pounds of raw muscle.
Yeah.
You're just a meatball. You walk into the mirror and you just see a meatball. You're like,
If you could
holy
see-
frick.
If you could see my physique from my eyes in the mirror at the gym, you would laugh so hard. You'd be like, no way that's what he sees.
And you just hear funk music.
Oh my gosh, I looked at my back in the gym today. I was at the in the what's it called? The locker rooms, getting ready to get into the sauna, so I was almost naked, and I like kind of turned my back towards the mirror and checked over, and it was so huge. I couldn't believe it. I'd never seen it that big. I don't know. I can't explain how
See, everybody,
amazing it looked.
If you believe in yourself, you can do anything. If you believe you're Arnold Schwarzenegger, you can be Arnold Schwarzenegger. You can gaslight into whatever you want.
I don't even have to work that hard to gaslight myself into thinking that I'm ripped because all I have to do is look.
Holy moly. Yeah, all you got to do is just turn around the mirror.
Well, but the thing that doesn't make any sense to me is I'm getting so
It's
strong.
why you're shrinking.
Yeah.
And you're also growing at the same time. You're
Then
getting so big,
I'm getting
but you're losing weight.
I'm getting huge. And
Like freakishly big.
like so big.
Like Nick Walker big. Have you seen Nick Walker?
I haven't seen him.
When I think of Tyler Chase, Nick Walker comes to mind. This is what comes to mind when I think of Tyler.
That's what I saw.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I saw in the locker room today.
in his legs too. Well, there he is. There's his upper physique. That's similar to yours.
Yeah, it is.
that's
Man,
very,
he looks like a.
he's kind of small compared to you, actually.
Yeah. He needs to work on. He needs to go hit the gym.
Yeah, he needs to lose a
Look,
couple of
his
these.
thighs are so big that they come out
They come
beyond
way
his
out.
waist.
He's got a it's not a disease, but he's got is it varicose veins? It might be varicose veins. If you look closely, you can see
Oh, yeah,
his
yeah.
vein. Try to find that's probably a better picture.
This one?
Oh, and yeah, where his legs are in it. You can see the strangeness
varicose, yeah.
in his,
I think that's from
in his
the
legs.
roids. Because he's got the crazy back knee, too.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am in excruciating pain. I am even surprised that I'm here podcasting right now because I was playing as hard as I could in basketball and pickup basketball today, and I went up for a rebound and jammed my pinky so hard. It took the end of my pinky and wrapped it around the wrong way to the back of my pinky, and it touched, and I heard it, and it cracked and everything. And now it hurts so bad, and I can't believe I'm podcasting right now because I should be out for the season.
Can't podcast because your pinky hurts.
Hey, but I didn't get the rebound because it slammed off of my pinky. My teammate got the rebound. I ran to the corner. Defender was tired because I've been gassing him out all game, of course. And catch, shoot, splash. Splash with the broken pinky. You can't tell me I'm wrong, but that looks like you.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I've never. I don't. I guess I would say I don't
I think you have to work on the package more.
get in the package right.
Yeah, you get in the package right. The stars and stripes.
Yeah, I like his little thong he's wearing.
Yeah, I think you got to get the package right. Anyone who wants to know what Tyler kind of looks like, you got to look up Nick Walker. Nick Walker, that's Nick Walker.
I wanted to say, let me read this comment. I thought this was so funny. I read this to you a little bit ago. So I released a YouTube video, as I do every once in a while, and it's been this particular one. It had been a while, and it's just a basic like kind of a review video of a motorcycle that I have that I bought just so I could try and make some cash off of and flip, which I still haven't made any cash, but that's beside the point. I made a YouTube video about it, and this girl, Chopper Girl, writes to me. Okay, so the backstory: the bike is a 1300 V-twin. It's like kind of a moderate cruiser. It's not super fast or crazy. It's like a decent sized bike though, but not crazy fast or scary or anything. And she says, "The Shadow 750 is a big effing freight train as it is. Really, nobody needs more than 500 cc. 750 is overkill. 1300 is absurd. 1800 is daft. You do not want a 750 or anything bigger as your first bike. That is for sure. Master a bike, then a moped. Go to a 250, then a 450. Most of the guys I see getting into wrecks skipped it all. Drive too fast, drive it like a car, and get into a wreck."
Wait, hold up. How do you drive a motorcycle like a car? What does that? What does that mean?
It doesn't.
Do you install 2 more wheels?
I guess so.
Nice.
Old Honda from the 70s and 80s are dead reliable. New ones aren't. They aren't as reliable as they're made out to be. My vacuum control fuel petcock failed immediately, which is probably why I got a deal on my Shadow. There is a lot of new safety and other garbage on these new bikes. Going from the Shadow back to the 450 or 250 is night and day. The 250 is an absolute joy to drive. The Shadow is more like driving an RV down the road. And I can imagine a 1300 is like driving a semi-truck down the road. Lots of power, but nowhere near as flickable or fun or fuel efficient. For every change you make to a bike, there's a trade-off. You better hope and pray you never have to do any engine work on a V-twin. I hope I sell mine before I ever have to.
V-twins are real hard to work on.
I've taken the top end off my Rebel and replaced the cylinder with the engine still in the bike. Forget ever doing that on a V-twin. You're going to have to tear the bike completely apart.
Dude, either this girl is like 37 legit pounds, 37 lbs.
Yeah.
Or she's not of this world. What the frick? First of all, I have a 1500 V twin, so that's double red flag for her.
Yeah,
I have an absurd bike to her, and I have a V twin that you have to take the engine out to work on.
A V-twin might be the most easy to work on, reliable vehicle you could possibly have.
Only 70s and 80s.
A fuel.
Oh, only 70s and 80s thumper bikes. What the frick? Those are like the worst bikes ever.
Yeah. And literally, the fuel, the
chopper
the vacuum,
girl, get the frick out of here. She's not on a chopper. She's on a monkey. She's on a Honda monkey, dude. She said, by the time you get to your 1500 or your 1800, you're dead. Because you gotta go.
You have to work your way up.
You have to go from a bicycle to a moped. Well, you could probably. She's probably like bicycle, Razor, Rip Rider 360, moped, 150, 250, 300, 450, 500. Finally, you get your 500 thumper cruiser. Then you can bust to a 750. Apparently, a 750 is a freaking RV.
Yeah.
What the frick? I could have put a 750 on my back and walked 20 miles with it. And then apparently a 1300 is utterly absurd. It's like you're driving a car. I don't know what that means. You're on 2 wheels. 1500 is absurd. What does that mean too? My top speed is 120 on my bike. And it rides like a cruiser. The heavier they get, the smoother they ride. I don't know what this chopper girl is on. Maybe she's like 4.5 years old. She probably watched too much Yummy Noob. That's the problem.
Well, and the part that she listed that she had to replace, which she states is probably why she got such a good deal on the bike, is a $10 part. And you can replace it with an adjustable wrench.
A vacuum?
Just the petcock, the vacuum petcock. It's literally a $10 part. You can get them on Amazon for $10, and you need an adjustable wrench. And
holy frick, dude! I would trust a 4-year-old to change a vacuum petcock because all petcocks are where you can grab them, usually.
Yeah,
They're so easy. And this comment makes me mad. This comment makes me furious because, I mean, I've had all the bikes. Sure. I went from, like she says, I have the Evolution. But I skipped so many of her steps because I must be a way better rider than she is. Holy frick. I went from 50, 90, 50, 90, 125 to a 250, dropped it back down. Well, no, I went 250, 300, back down to 220. And now I went from 220 to 1500. So I kind of skipped her a lot of her steps.
I went 50, 230, 450, 750.
And 1300.
1300.
Man, she's ticking me off.
I wanted to find.
How are V-twins hard to work on?
They're the easiest bike you could possibly work on.
And what the frick's she talking about? New, like the Yamaha CP2 is like the most reliable engine ever built.
Oh yeah, bikes are getting significantly more
reliable. It's insane. What is she talking about? Have fun with your Thumper 70s bike. Flying past you. Oh, is that her?
Air War.
What is that? Tyler's on her YouTube channel right now.
Ooh.
Hey.
I found her YouTube channel.
She's got videos?
It looks like it.
Let's see. Chopper Girl. Man, she's...
Dance is the hidden language of the soul.
Whoa!
Ooh.
There were some boobies on the screen. Ooh, my God. She's got a sword.
Hold on. Let me put this.
Is she a belly dancer?
I gotta record this so I can play it for everybody.
Yeah, all those listening, the video, YouTube video, by the way, this is not on xxhub.com, starts off with some boobies in frame, and then it pans over to her holding a sword with her boobies as well. Carry on.
Is this her? It says Christina dancing in the wild.
Unseen storms on the bitter horizon.
Oh, what?
Oh, I already know it. Oh, she's got that roll. She's got the nice belly roll.
She does have a belly roll.
Oh my God, add in some storms.
She's thinking about riding the smallest possible motorcycle.
She rode there on her monkey, thinking how big it was.
I don't know if that's her. Let me go back to her channel.
Whoa, she's got an intro and everything. What is this?
It's AI.
That's kind of cool. She's making cool stuff.
It says, Josh died 1/22/2024. RIP, best neighbor ever award. Thanks to Josh, I can see again. That's for damn sure. He set it all up for me. He held out until the end for us all and died in his sleep in his bed right when I published this video. And while I was rewatching it over and over again into the night, as I always do whenever I finish any of my videos. No doubt about that. You will be missed by everyone here. Josh was confined to a wheelchair from a motorcycle accident in which his girlfriend died. Josh helped everyone he could, and he would bend over backwards for you. Josh loved tech, lived on the internet, and had 5 3D printers. When Comcast wouldn't hook him up, I kept him supplied with internet connection with a wide area Wi-Fi bridge. My modem lights stayed on all night long, every night, from him gaming down the street. He would have liked this video. Josh, you're the best. You're ninja now, buddy. You're riding shotgun with and flying with Chopper Girl now. Follow me across Styx to Leith and Elysium to be with your other friends and relatives.
Dang, it sounded like Josh was homeless, and he probably died of overdose.
Pave the way, Chopper Girl.
What is happening?
It's like a Blender animation of...
It's like the worst drone footage ever. She's not doing well with the drone. Oh, she's got a song.
Yeah.
You hear it? Chopper Girl is flying high. for all those listening, it was it looked like a Soviet war base, and she was doing some crazy drone footage of it, but her drone footage was very not smooth, and it looked very random. What is the Braveheart there?
Which one? This one?
Yeah, what is that? What is the...
That old chopper girl's in here, you know.
Wait, what?
Unless that old chopper girl's in here, you know.
Chopper girl. Oh my goodness, chopper girl. It's just a scene from Braveheart.
Yeah.
Well, chopper girl is all up in here now. Oh. Oh, it was a Braveheart scene, and now she's doing drone flicks around a animated construction site. Wow, the Braveheart. Whoa, it switched back to Braveheart. What? Switch right back.
All right, I'm moving on. I want to.
I want to know. I'm
don't-
curious if this is a girl now.
I don't think it's a girl.
Hey, little chopper girl, all up in there. What is a Miss Piggy? Man, there's so many.
It's
videos.
all just her flying, or him flying around, and then it cuts to Life is a Highway, Rascal Flatts.
What? There's okay. This girl has so many videos, and it all is saying like flying, and it's just music. We Will Rock You, Britney Spears montage.
Yeah, and she's just posting.
Somewhere Over the Rainbow, Judy Garland. What is this?
What is this?
Welcome in, Chopper Girl.
Oh, it's a girl.
Yeah, Chopper Girl come in, and I think she said she's using the same radio as you have, I believe, if I'm right on chat.
Oh, this is a still image.
It is a still image.
Sky umbrella stick ends.
Is
for
she
the
on
summer,
ham
she
radio?
said. Okay, nice information there.
So she flies drones,
I don't
and
like the big ones. I really need something that's really.
But he
pumpy
has
and
the
give
drone.
them
Oh,
to
she
my-
has drones too.
well, that's probably what Chopper is. It's not a motorcycle. It's
freaking drones.
it's her helicopter.
She's simming drones.
Yeah, she's fake drones.
I didn't know you could sim drones. She's simming drones in like Gary's mod.
Yeah, she's not even using like one of those training sims. She's just
Chopper
she has
girl.
Gary's mod. Draft Dodger Rag? Is that her? Watch
What?
the geek girl sing an old song.
Man, these are some oddball videos.
Well, I'm just a typical American boy from a typical American town. I believe in God and Senator Dodd and keeping old Castro down. But when it came my time to serve, I knew better dead than red. And when
I'm not sure what this rabbit hole that we've found ourselves down.
This is very strange. This is, by the way, everybody. This is completely live action. This
Yeah.
was not planned.
This is not planned,
to dive into
unscripted.
Chopper Girl, and Chopper as in Gary's mod drone sim.
Okay.
All right, we just got flagged for that one. Unfreaking believable. Chopper Girl that likes chess too. It looks like she likes chess. I saw a couple of chess videos on there, and she has a knight as her picture. Air War. That's really interesting.
Yeah, so it seems as if all of her points are valid because she seems like such a stable, thoughtful girl. So I don't.
Talk about rabbit holes. I went on earlier today. I was sitting in the dentist, and I was like, "How do I have fun here?" And let me switch over. Let me get.
All right, get in right here.
All right, plug me in here. So there's this one girl, you might know of her. She's special. Oh, the pinky. There's this one girl that's special, and she's just like a nice girl.
Yeah.
But the running joke. Where did you go? Where are you going?
I'm getting one of these sodas.
Oh, okay.
These poppies, or what are they called?
Yeah, they're poppies.
Almost.
Where did she go?
ASMR.
That was really nice. Dang, I've been liking stuff like crazy.
Hey, that's good. That's good. That soda.
It is?
I like it.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's like a nice, refreshing sweetness. It's not too
It's like
sweet.
a seltzer with soda.
Followers. Yeah, following. Here I go.
I like this.
I'm diving in. See if I find her. Man, this was so funny. I meant to kind of snag her handle, but I guess I failed to. I thought I liked her post. Maybe I saved it.
Are you looking for what is it? What are we looking for here?
We're looking for a girl that is special, that the running, I don't know if it's a joke, but everybody hates her.
What?
Everybody absolutely hates her. It's not, and the reason is, I don't know. I have no idea. Where the frick are my likes? Yeah, that's activity. My activity. Likes.
No, I'm so interested.
I know. I'm sorry.
You've
I'm sorry.
baited everybody.
I'm sorry.
Did you like it?
Shoot. I thought I did. I thought I liked and commented and everything. Whoa.
Some interesting noise
What's
going on in
on?
the headphones. I don't think that's coming through in the recording. That's just what we have to
Where'd
listen
she
to.
go? Where did she go?
This is Gus. This is not good. You didn't prep enough for this.
No, just talk about. Wait, look at this guy though.
Chelsea, for me, the most timeless and clean silhouette for a boot there is. Have you been thinking about picking up a pair, but you weren't sure how to style them? Here are some options.
Check this out.
They're not even him. Oh, that's him.
He splices himself in.
He holds all his weight in his head.
He does.
Chelsea, for me,
So that was a video of this really fat guy doing like kind of a fashion show,
fitness.
and it's like every fourth picture there's like a beautiful model wearing a Chelsea boot, and then it's him. It's just him with the Chelsea. Oh, it's so funny. All right,
He's like a fashion influencer, but he's
yeah.
his body
But
shape
he
is
just looks like that.
upside down pear.
I'm gonna
His head is the big part.
keep talking about stuff because this was so funny to me. I gotta continue to try and find it.
Well, what else can I talk about? I can talk about my poor attempts at trying to get customers. I've been working on building a business, and I am trying to find customers. And I went into a neighborhood, and I started putting flyers on mailboxes, which apparently I'm not supposed to do. I was told. I didn't know that, so I put a bunch of flyers on mailboxes, and it rained right after, so now there's probably just like a bunch of wet flyers all over that neighborhood, just littered through the neighborhood.
That's what I'm talking about.
Which is probably gonna make them just hate me. And I found this older gentleman. He was smoking a cigarette in his front yard when I was walking by his house. So I wasn't gonna put a flyer on his mailbox right in front of him. So I just like said, "Hey man, how's it going?" And he was like, "What?" And I was like, "Oh shit." I said, "How's it going?" He's like, "Oh, what are you doing?" or something like that. I was like, "Hey man, I just saw your Corvette in there. I really like that. I want one of those." He said, "Why do you like it?" And I'm like,
quizzing you.
"Why don't you?" And he's like, "Well, I know why I like it. Why do you like it?" I'm like, "Well," and I just kind of told him a bunch of stuff about the Corvette he already knew. And then we became friends over a period of about 35 minutes. And I told him I could help him out in his garage with some epoxy flooring and some paint and some cleaning and all kinds of stuff. And he seemed interested. He gave me his email. I sent him an email, and he has since ghosted me.
He hasn't ghosted you. He's just old. Take time to reply.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
It'll take a lot of time to reply.
I had just a couple interactions, and I actually have a job, my first real job, on Friday.
Do you?
Yeah, and I think I'm going to buy the amount of tools and stuff that I'm going to buy. I think I'm going to end up being around $100 in the hole after.
What?
Because I want to buy a bunch of tools to like actually do the job right, and this will pay for it pretty much. This job.
What tools are you trying to get?
I need to get a grinder so I can grind the floor,
Right.
and I need to get a vacuum. That
Are you renting a grinder?
No, I'm gonna buy a 7-inch hand grinder and hand grind the whole floor.
Holy
Apparently,
frick.
it's what everybody does when they start out
Okay.
because it doesn't take that long. It just, I mean, like you got to be on your knees and stuff. But I'm young, I could do it.
Yeah, you get the pads
To
out.
buy one of the big floor grinders, it's like $3,500. I don't have that kind of money.
Oh, you would if you weren't spending on other stuff.
Yeah, I would, but I don't. So, that's kind of beside the point. But yeah, I've been emailing all these companies that do epoxy flooring coatings because I'm trying to find a better one to buy. But I've just been kind of thinking about that. Been a little bit nervous about it. Then what else? Went to the gym today, and I had a lot to drink this past weekend. And every Monday, like I kind of go randomly to the gym throughout the week, random different days, but
Yeah.
I always go Monday because especially if I had a decent amount to drink that weekend, I'll feel a little bit bad. And I get on the treadmill and just start breaking a sweat, immediately start feeling euphoria. Feels so good. I was feeling so euphoric on the treadmill today. It was insane.
You were on the treadmill?
Yeah.
Let's go.
And then I got off the treadmill and I started doing rows, low rows, and man, they felt good. I was doing so many rows until I couldn't do any more rows, and then I went and did some deadlifts, tweaked my back, and then went and did some rear back flies or something. And man, those felt crazy too. And then I got in the sauna for a while. I almost passed away in the sauna. and then here we are now. And that's pretty much
And
been
here
the
we
day.
are. And I can't find the girl, but the guy is hilarious. So as I'm watching these videos, the fashion guy, he's doing like the fit checks
Okay,
and stuff.
start screen recording.
Ah! My pinky. I'm out of the race. I pulled out of the triathlon when I did my pinky.
Okay, let's see what we got here.
We got the fit check. Check this out. Why is he so shaped like that?
Are you looking for the perfect shoe for spring? It's the Birkenstock Boston. Oh, you need help styling them? Here's some options.
He's coming. Dang. He's not
He's
coming.
not putting himself in this one.
Dang, you know when people like talk, like they have this like throat thing going on where it's
Yeah.
just like crazy throat goop coming out, and they're like talking through the throat instead of their mouth. You know what I mean?
What is it? My nigga, it's about if you could talk good. I don't even really have to rap. My nigga, it's about if you could talk.
That's gonna get us hit.
Yeah, that's.
Dang, it's looking good though.
Inspiration is a funny thing.
Whoa.
You can go hours, days, weeks with nothing.
Dang, Kaylee, where's
Your mind dry. No
Man,
ideas, no musings, and one little minute thing can ignite that spark.
dude? His head shape is so crazy. Okay, he's got everything. He's got like what he's saying.
Yeah.
He has the lighting. He's got good editing, but him in general
Yeah.
is just too much. There's too much weight.
Do you think that he would look good if he lost all that weight?
100%. He's already got like good legs.
Yeah.
If you look at his leg genetics,
Yeah,
good
yeah.
calves. His thighs aren't even that big. It's just his top area is going insane. A rainy day. It's like if that was like a good-looking guy, it would be like, okay, that's sick, whatever.
Yeah.
But he turns his head to the side, and it's like you're like, whoa.
I've never seen a profile quite like that.
No, it's got that.
He's got the dewlap.
He's got the dewlap, and he's got like the Ghostbusters, the green Ghostbusters ghost. You know what I'm talking about? Do you know that guy?
I think so, yeah.
He's the green Ghostbusters ghost side profile. Let me just make sure we're on the same page. Ghost. Ooh, I pressed the X there. Ghost with a T. Oh, I spaced it. That's okay. Busters green ghost as well. And we're going to hit enter on that. There he is.
Oh, he does look like the green ghost.
He's kind of got the same side profile. Look at the action figure.
He looks like the action figure.
Yeah, we're not putting the green ghost in there, but if you want to look up everyone knows
The green
his
ghost.
name is the Slimer.
Slimer?
Slimer, that's Slimer. Straight
He
up.
looks like Slimer if Slimer was a regular dude.
If you watch the pod or whatever, you're going to see... I got to turn this screen recording off. You're going to watch the pod, see this guy, and just think of Slimer from the Ghostbusters, and you'll be like, okay, it's showtime. And he slimes that whole movie. The dude is just sliming around. And that one time, there's no, like... He's not even a bad guy. He just, like, you see him. It's like you see your boy and he daps you up, but instead of dapping you up, he slimes on you.
Disgusting. Slimer.
God, have you seen the trailer for the new Ghostbusters? Bill Murray returns.
Seriously?
I'm 100% serious.
I saw the Lady Ghostbusters.
I think they canceled that. Lady Ghost? What are you talking about, Lady Ghostbusters?
They did Lady Ghostbusters.
I don't think so. They did. Maybe they did. I don't know. But they did the new Ghostbusters. Bill Murray's back, and I don't know who is
Frozen Empire?
Frozen Empire.
We're gonna need
Run
all the
it.
help we can get.
Let's get to work.
Tall, dark, and horny at 12 o'clock.
There
No
he is.
way. He is back. He's looking old.
I've been waiting 40 years for this.
It's
They
Paul.
called
It's
themselves
your
Rudd.
boy. It's Rudd.
According to these hacks, they saved the world. No eyewitnesses.
Oh yes.
And who is
When they
found
pull
to
the
carry
nostalgia
torch?
strings.
Yeah, they do. I just got chills.
Of Egon Spengler. You have a miner hanging out the side of a moving vehicle, firing a laser gun indiscriminately.
Has a proton pack.
It's completely safe.
I would say completely safe.
That's the dude from Strange Things.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
And it.
Sustained.
Yeah.
thank you.
Kid from Strangest Times.
Ooh.
By strange old things.
Correct on both counts.
Soundtrack. Who's doing the soundtrack?
You just hit the jackpot.
Ooh, it's that guy.
What is it?
Better question this
Oh, it's that guy too.
side of it.
Frostbite.
This spring.
Dealt with an unimaginable evil, commanding an army of ghosts.
Ooh, the ghosts are looking good though with the
They
new
are.
CGI.
By fear itself. Like literally scared to death?
Ooh.
We might be looking at a second ice age.
We're gonna need all the help we can get.
Let's get to work.
Can I be of any help? Melnitz in uniform. Yes.
God, what's his name? Dude, that guy.
If there's something strange,
I don't know. Bob Saget.
He does.
if there's something weird,
He does the Crystal Skull tequila,
What
the
do you
vodka.
want?
He does.
we're the Ghostbusters. Can I tell you something else? What? It makes me feel good. It makes me feel good.
Heads up. Tall, dark,
dark and horny at 12 o'clock.
They gotta. I bet you in the end they cross their streams.
Yeah.
And then they zap them. Oh, there's Chopper Girl.
That is Chopper Girl.
Hey, but I feel like they do this with all the new movies. Is like Ghostbusters 1, 2, 3, whatever. The power level. It was more of like a paranormal experience, like I think it was the first one when the girl got possessed by a ghost.
Yeah.
And I think I'm mixing him up, but the Marshmallow Man comes to town and he's like,
yeah,
I'm the Marshmallow Man. And then they're like opening a portal or whatever. It's not like world ending stuff. It's kind of like the NYPD's like, we kind of got to take care of this.
Uh-huh.
And they got to take care of it.
It's like not even a big deal.
It's not that big of a deal. And like the first one, there's that guy. He also gets possessed, and there's the dogs. The dogs are running around, the ghost dogs, and they're sliming people. The Slimer's there. He's sliming everybody. But what we just watched with all the new movies, they're ramping up the power scale of everything. They're like the giant horny. What do you say? Giant horny black girl.
Tall, dark, and horny.
Sexy red.
Sexy red.
Is that sexy
Ghostbusters? Oh shit!
My crotch.
You hear it echo down the hall.
Yeah. My crotch. So big. Oh yeah, you just hear you hear the deep throat like chorus.
When you see me, you trying to say what's up? Ski.
You just hear it down the hallway. That would freak me the frick out. That would be the scariest ghost ever. Is Cupcake down the hallway? My crotch.
It's like Cupcake in minor. Like change the freaking tune to a minor.
Yeah,
and it's like really creepy.
I don't even know how that would.
Mouth wide open.
Oh God.
Mouth wide open.
Crotch.
My crotch. Mouth wide open like I was at the dentist.
Oh my God.
Lick, lick.
But I noticed they're doing it with all the new movies is ramping up the power scale. Like with this, it seems like world ending. This could be the next ice age. And then she's like zapping icicles at everybody. She's stopping the Ghostbusters Powertron 4000 stream, which is insane. You can't stop the stream in the other movies. You might not have enough power, so you got to combine your stream, but they can't stop the stream. They're giving the ghost overpower. You know, it's overpowered.
They have to turn it up so high.
They're turning up so high because these TikTok kids can't get off to just a regular normal movie.
No,
and it's like it's ridiculous because it's just doing the same thing with my King Kong series. I love King Kong. I love King Kong. I love King Kong. And the new King Kong trailer is normal King Kong. He's like waking up, and then there's a baby King Kong, cute as frick, by the way. And then Kong like goes out and he sees like a footprint, and he's like, "That's the biggest monkey anyone's ever seen." And then they show the monkey, and he's like 70 times bigger than every other monkey on the planet. And King Kong's like, they're like, Kong can't do this alone. And I was like, oh, well, of course he can. He's 70 times smaller than this Giga monkey that you created. And then at the end, Giga Godzilla breaks out of the ice, and he's like,
they've made like 75 King Kong versus Godzilla movies.
It's getting irritating because as a fan of like I like the big stuff.
Yeah.
I like Transformers, massive. I like Pacific Rim, awesome.
Huge.
And even the King Kong, cool. Mm-hmm. Rampage, as you know, awesome.
The Matrix.
They
got the P1000 things that they stand in.
Oh yeah. Oh, those things. We got to defend the dock.
Yeah.
We got to defend the dock from these freaking people ramping up the power scale of all of our movies for no reason. It's ticking me off. I'm like, I would be just as happy with probably a little bit better story, and you could kind of lay off the 70 times size up of Giga Red Monkey.
Yeah, they feel like they have to outdo themselves every time. So it's just like this infinite train towards just
and it's
like.
funny that they're outdoing, like in their minds, they're like, how do we outdo it? It's like, just make it big. Just make it huge.
It's going to, you know what it has to naturally lead to is just like eventually movies are just going to be like really loud white noise and flashing colors. And it's going to be an hour and a half of that. And you're just going to sit there watching it. Oh.
Yeah. Wow. I like that scene when the gray went to red and then it went back. Did you hear the bass in that scene?
I was peeing. I missed that.
You didn't get your catheter installed before you started watching the movie?
No, I ordered it on Amazon midway through the movie.
Oh my god.
The Amazon delivery driver is going to install
for
it.
Tyler, catheter for Tyler theater. AMC theater catheter for Tyler.
Right here.
Right here. Okay, and we install it here.
Okay.
Just hold still. There's just a couple screws I gotta install.
Pull your pants down.
It's the Geek Squad shows up.
Yeah, the Geek Squad. It turns into the once we're like half robot, we're gonna have to go to the doctor for some stuff and the freaking Geek Squad for the rest. Like when your chip starts malfunctioning, you got to go to the freaking Geek Squad. All the half the doctor's offices are gonna go out of business and get replaced by Geek Squad.
Yeah, they are. Okay,
my Neuralink isn't working.
Hold still, Tyler. Just one screw, and I chopped your balls off. Sorry.
I didn't mean to do that. They get to the... They are unplugging your spinal cord and plugging it back in. Oh, he died.
Oh, just reboot him.
Well, this one's toast. They throw you back into a pile of bodies.
Mount them on the wall with the rest of them. Make sure there's flush cable. Good cable management.
It pans out and there's just 1,000 bodies.
They're just mounted sideways on TV mounts. We couldn't get rid of the TV mounts. There was too many of them.
Once they all got into VR, nobody used the TV mount, so that's how we dispose of the bodies. We built a giant wall.
It's the biggest wall. It's the southern border wall.
It's the southern border. They just have bodies on TV mounts.
On just 4 trillion TV mounts. Each mount holds 2 people.
Oh, yep. That's pretty much it, though. I think that's all. That's all I got for today.
Oh my God! Just let yourself be true, and try to not wear jeans if you have a Decepticon in there. Probably don't leave the house if you shove a Decepticon in your pants.
And with that, we'll see you guys next week.